Today we start a new chapter, curves. Today we will learn Bezier curve. So, curves. We can think of a curve as something you can draw with a pen. The curve is a set of points that the pen traces over an interval of time. We can think that curve is a set of points that one pen can traces over an interval of time. So, while we usually think of a pen writing on paper, that is a curve that is in a 2D space. The pen could move in 3D to generate a space curve. Or you could imagine the pen moving in some other kind of space. A curve is an infinite large set of points. The points in a curve have the property that any point has two neighbors, except for a small number of points that have one neighbor. These are the endpoints. Some curves have no endpoints because either it is infinite, like a line, or they are closed, they like a loop, and loop around and connect themselves. So, what is spline curve? In computer graphics, the term spline curve refers to any composite curve formed with polynomial sections, satisfying specified continuity condition at the boundary of the pieces. Let's take an example. Before that, we have to learn what is control point. We specify a spline curve by giving a set of coordinate position called control points, which indicate the general shape of the curve. So, control point is some point which indicate the shape of the curve. See here, there are two types of splines. One is interpolation spline, another is approximation spline. In case of interpolation spline, control points are fitted with piecewise continuous parametric polynomial functions in two ways. One is interpolation spline, another is approximation spline. When polynomial sections are fitted so that the curve passes through each control point, then the resulting curve is said to interpolate the set of control points. See here the example. These are the control points. So, when polynomial sections are fitted so that the curve passes through each control point, here see the curve passes through each control point, then this resulting curve is said to be interpolate the set of control points. So, this curve is called interpolation splines. And another type is approximation spline. When the polynomials are fitted to the general control points without necessarily passing through any control point, the resulting curve is said to approximate the set of control points. See here, approximation, this is approximated splines, means here polynomials are fitted to the general control point without necessarily passing through any control point. See here without necessarily passing through any control point. But this control point controls the shape of the curve. Okay. So, this type of spline is called approximation spline. So, what is Bezier curve? Our curve is Bezier curve. Perry Bezier is the inventor of Bezier curve. A Bezier curve is described in terms of a control polygon whose vertices are commonly called control points. So, these are the control points and this is our control polygon. So, Bezier curve is described in terms of a control polygon. So, this polygon is control polygon and these vertices are called control points P0, P1, P2 and P3. Now, a Bezier curve begins at exactly the first control point. So, Bezier curve start here, it is the first control point and terminates at exactly the last control point. So, this is our curve, it terminates the last control point, it is P3. A cubic Bezier curve is described by 4 points. So, it is a cubic Bezier curve, it is described by 4 points. First and fourth point describe the end points of the curve. So, P0 is the first point and P3 is the last point. So, these two are the first and end point of this curve. The second and third control the tangents of the curve at the endpoints as well as the magnitude of the curvature. So, second and third means P1 and P2 controls the shape of the curve. Now, fit within the convex hull by the control points. What is convex hull? Convex hull means like this. For a given a set of points in the plane, the convex hull of the set is the smallest convex polygon that contains all the points of it. So, convex hull means it is the smallest convex polygon. So, this polygon that contains all the points of it. So, all the point contents. So, here it is the convex hull. Convex hull is what? It is the smallest convex polygon that contains all the point of it. Drawing of a Bezier curve whose control point is given. So, we know that parametric equation of a line segment from coordinate location B0 to B1 is P1t equals to 1 minus TB0 plus TB1 where t lies between 0 to 1. So, line segment from B1 to B2 is P2t, it is 1 minus TB1 plus TB2 where t lies between 0 to 1. Same for line segment B2 to B3 is P3t, it is 1 minus TB2 plus TB3. So, line segment from P1t to P2t is P4t, it is 1 minus TP1t plus TP2t. Then line segment from P2 to P3t is P5t, it is 1 minus TP2t plus TP3t. And then line segment from P4t to P5t is P6t, it is 1 minus TP4t plus TP5t. So P6t equals to 1 minus TP4t plus TP5t, where t lies between 0 to 1. So from the equation 6, we get P6t equals to 1 minus P4t plus P5t. And what is the value of P5t and P4t? It is equation number 4 and 5. So, we get the value for P4t and P5t, we get this result. Now, it is in terms of P1t, P2t and P3t. So you have to substitute this value P1t, P2t and P3t. So, from equation number 1, 2 and 3, you substitute the value of P1t, P2t and P3t, you get the equation of the curve in terms of control point B0, B1, B2 and B3. So, P6t, that is our curve, is 1 minus t cube B0 plus 3t 1 minus t square B1 plus 3t square 1 minus t B2 and t cube B3. Now, formation of Bezier curve. These are our control points 0, B0, B1, B2, B3 and this is the equation of the curve. Now, start drawing one line. This is one line from B0 to B1 and from B1 to B2 and B2 to B3. So, what is P1t? T values lies between 0 to 1. Say first I take the value of T is half. Then P1t is this. So, what is P2t? P2t is this. And P3t is this. Half, half. So, after joining P1t to P2t and P2t to P3t, I get the middle point here P4t. Here the value of t is half and it is P5t. And finally, after joining, we get P6t. 1 point on the curve. Next, say the value of t is now 1/4. So, 1/4 of this line means here it is 1/4. This one is P1t, this one is P2t, and this one is P3t. And after joining, I get P4t and P5t, and finally after joining this I get P6t. So here I get another point. And when the value of t is say 1/3, then it is P1t, it is P2t and it is P3t. After joining I get P4t and P5t. After joining I get P6t. So finally I get these 3 points. for t value half, t value 1/4 and t value 3/4. And this one is the starting of the curve and this one is the ending of the curve. So I get the whole curve. Now in this way you can draw Bezier curve. See here, t values lies between 0 to 1. I increase t value by 1/4. If you increase your t value more closely, means say you increase your t value t equals to t plus 0, 0, 1 each time, means more closely if you want to change your t value, then you get more accurate curve. See the coding for Bezier curve. This is our equation for Bezier curve. So I declare one array of structure. It is point float xy p4, that is p0 dot x p0 dot y, I get 1 point, p1 dot x p1 dot y second point, p2 dot x p2 dot y third, and p3 dot x p3 dot y fourth point. Now it is a function base. T starts from 0 and t start from 0, maximum value of t is 1. So I start one for while loop while t less than equals to 1. Each time I increase t by 0.001. Okay. So now first write this equation for x coordinate and again write this equation for y coordinate. So if you write this equation for x coordinate, you have to write power 1 minus t comma 3 p0 dot x b0, and in case of y you have to write p0 dot y. Then for this one 3t 1 minus t square power 1 minus t 2, this t is here, then p1 dot x, here you have to write p2 dot y, p1 dot y, sorry, and here this portion you have to write p2 dot x, here p2 dot y, and for this it is p3 dot x p3 dot y. In this way you get x1 and y1 point. Then plot x1 y1, put pixel x1 y1, and this one is color of the curve 4. 4 is for color. You can change your color by changing this number. Okay, so x1 y1. Next time increase t 0.001. Next value is 0 plus 0.001. Again plot the pixel. Next time increase t, again plot the pixel. Then in this way you get more pixel, more and more pixel very closely, and you can draw the curve easily then, and your curve become more accurate because the change of t is very small here. Now the general form of the curve. So this is the equation of our Bezier curve. So what is the general form of the curve? It is pt equals to summation I 0 to 3 bi3 bi, capital bi3 bi, where capital bi3 equals to 3 ci 1 minus 3 3 minus I ti, means what? See here, when the value of I equals to 0, then in place of I you have to write 0. So v03 equals to 3c0 3c0 1 minus t 3 minus 0 1 minus t 3 minus 0 t to the power 0. So after calculation we get 1 minus tq, that is the first term. Then it is b0, so it is b0. Now in case of b13 it is 3c1 1 minus t 3 minus 1 t1, that is 3 1 minus t square t. It is the second term. Then b1 and b2 3 is in the same way we get 3t square 1 minus t, and b2 and b3 3 equals to we get t cube b3. So this is the general form for cubic Bezier curve. Now what are blending functions? Cubic Bezier curve are generated with 4 control points. We already learned b0, b1, b2 and b3. So there are 4 blending functions for cubic Bezier curve. The blending function is, these are the blending function. Base 0, 3 is 1 minus t cube. Base 1, 3t is this portion 3t 1 minus t square. Base 2, 3t is 3t square 1 minus t, and base 3, 3t is t cube. So plots of the cubic Bezier blending functions are given below. The form of the blending function determine how the control point influence the shape of the curve for values of parameter t over the range from 0 to 1. So, if we plot this curve, we get 4 curve here, means 4 portion of our curve here. So, where t lies between 0 to 1. So, this one is after plotting base 0 3 is this, base 1 3 t is this, base 2 3 t is this, and base 3 3 t is this. So, these are the blending function for cubic Bezier curve. Now the matrix representation of this curve. So this is our equation for the curve, and I can represent the matrix. I can represent the curve in the matrix form in this way: UMP. U is the matrix, that is T cube T square T1, and P is the matrix, all our control points P0, B1, B2, B3, and this is our basic matrix for Bezier curve on cubic form. So how you can write this matrix? First, what is base 0 3t? It is 1 minus t cube, that is 1 minus 3t plus 3t square minus t cube. Then base 1 3, it is 3t 1 minus t square. So we get this result. Then base 2 3, it is 3t square 1 minus t. So 3t square 1 minus t, and base 3 3 t, it is t cube. So when you want to write this matrix, first coefficient of t cube, it is minus 1. Then coefficient of t square, it is 3. Then coefficient of t, it is minus 3. Then 1. In this way, second row, for second row, it is 3 minus 6, 3, 0. 3 minus 6, 3, 0. In case of third row, it is minus 3, 3, 0, 0. Minus 3, 3, 0, 0. And for last row, it is 1. So 1, 0, 0, 0. In this way, first write the coefficient of t cube, then write the coefficient of t square, then t, then 1. In this way, you have to write the basic Bezier matrix. And these are the control point matrix for control points, and these are the t cube, t square, t1. This is the one. So we can represent by UMP. And for checking whether you are writing your matrix in the correct form or not, except the last row and last column, if you add all the numbers in each row, you will get 0. See here, minus 1, 1, 3, minus 3. After addition, it is 0. After addition, second row, it is 0. After addition, third row, it is 0. Except last row. And for column, after addition, you will get 0. After addition, second column, 0. After addition, third column, 0. Except the last column. In this way, you can check in examination hall whether your matrix is in correct form or not. Now solve one problem. Given points are B0, B1, B2, B3, B4, B5 and B6. How we can describe the curve? In case of cubic Bezier curve, the maximum point is B3, that is B0, B1, B2, B3. But here the maximum point is B6. So just use the general form of the Bezier curve. This one is the general form of the Bezier curve. So in place of 3, you have to write 6 here. Okay, because the maximum value of control point is B6. So you have to write 6 here, and you will get the equation of the curve easily. Now, second problem. Given points are B0, B1, B2, B3 and C0, C1, C2, C3. Draw two segments and combine the segments. So these are the control point for the first Bezier curve. These are the control point for the last Bezier curve. You have to join these two curves. So for the first, this is the equation for Bezier curve. For the first control point, this is the equation for the first 4 control points. This is the equation for the Bezier curve. And for the second 4 control point, this is the equation for the Bezier curve. T lies between, we already learned that T lies between 0 to 1. So the last point for this Bezier curve, the last point of T is T equals to 1. Means when T equals to 1, we get the last control point. And here when T equals to 0, we get the first control point. So for joining these two, you have to write for positional continuity, the curve where t equals to 1 is equals to C2t, t equals to 0. So when give t 1 here, you will get B3 and give T0 here. If you get 0, this one is 0, this one is 0, this one is 0, this one is C0. And if you give 1 here, this one is 0, this one is 0, this one is 0, B3. So for positional continuity, B3 equals to C0. B3 equals to C0, first condition. And for tangential continuity, take the derivative of the first curve, take the derivative of the second curve, and give t equals to 1 and here t equals to 0. So this is for tangential continuity. Take the derivative of the first curve and where t equals to 1, then take the derivative of the second curve where t equals to 0. Then you will get this one. Okay, and we already learned C0 equals to B3. So give C0 equals to B3, we will get this result. Find the equation of the Bezier curve, another problem. Find the equation of the Bezier curve which passes through the points 0, 0 and minus to 1 and is controlled through points 7, 5 and 2, 0. So passes through these 2 points and control these 2 points means what? This is the equation for cubic Bezier curve. Means what? What is P0? P0 is 0, 0. So this is the starting point and P3 is the last point. And control means these 2 points control the shape of the curve. So P1 is this, P2 is this, and passes through means this one is the starting point and this one is the ending point. So P0 is this, P3 is this. And we already learned the Bayesian about the Bayesian matrix. So T cube, T square, T1, this is the Bayesian matrix and these are the control point B0, P0, P1, P2, P3. Okay, so after multiplication we get the x component and also the y component. A cubic Bezier curve segment is described by the control point P1, P2, P3, P4. Another curve segment is described by Q1AB, Q2C20, Q35020 and Q4 18020. Determine the values of A, B, C so that the curve segment joins smoothly. So there are two curves. One is P1, P2, P3, P4 and second one is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So determine the value of A, B, C so that the two curves join smoothly. So the last point of this curve become the first point of this curve because we want to join these two curves. So AB is the first point of the second curve should be equals to last point of the first curve. So AB must be coincident with P4. So Q1 is what? Q1 equals to P4. Q1 is the first point of this curve. P4 is the last point of this curve. So Q1 equals to P4. So AB equals to 90, 50. So A equals to 90, B equals to 50. So we get the value AB. Now we have to get the value of C. So for tangential continuity, first derivative of this one and derivative of this one, we get the tangential continuity. We already learned about tangential continuity in our previous maths. So 3 P4 minus P3 equals to 3 Q2 minus Q1. So P4 is what? P4 is 90, 50. P3 is what? P3 is 80, 80. Q2 is what? Q2 is C20. And Q1 is what? Q1 is AB. AB means 90, 50. And after calculation, we get C equals to 100. For getting more and more updates, please subscribe my channel. That's all for today. Thank you.